Hello and welcome to World in 5. A devastating fire tore through the Glenview 8-home industry complex again yesterday, destroying thousands of dollars in property, with an electrical fault being cited among the causes. The fire just comes 3 weeks after a similar incident caused extensive damage at the complex, affecting 2,383 informal traders who depend on the area to produce and sell furniture. The incident was declared a national disaster by President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Meanwhile, the Harare City Council says it is finalizing modalities to temporarily move the traders to allow reconstruction of the complex. Let's hear from the City Small and Medium Enterprise Committee Chairperson, Councillor Denford Ngadziwore.
Yekuti pane illegal connections ezesa akufamba nomucheto umo namwe acho kungatimaona apa hatomboiti kuti angaita ma-connections even imba ye1 inogara munhu aingaiti connection yakadaro yona gets but umwe namwana ngotora magetsi paadira achika but anzokuti kauya magetsi after load shedding ndopasi pakamora pamasofa ngare apa vanhu vakonzera kuti vadini fire brigade vaita respond so fire brigade necity of Harare vaunza about 50,000 liters dzemvura vadini vakazodzima moto ende moto were delayed kuti vadzima usati waspread but zvakare kuti zvakare fire brigade because the response yavaita yange effective yange yakasimba chose zvokuti mari inobata mari limited service zvana kushanda kwayo but what is more important inyaya yekuti way forward ndeyei way forward secouncil 2 weeks ago takaita resolution through my committee kuti vanhu vaite relocate kuenda Glenview 3 pachairman's ground relocation iyoyo inoda kutanga as soon as possible madesigns emadrawings atovepo akatoapurwa necouncil through our architect department zvakare changosara izvezvi kuisa mvura nematoilet in the next few days or a few weeks within a week process inofanira kuti itange vanhu vaitwa relocate to Glenview area kuchairman's ground after relocation paanopatana kuvakwa zvapamutemo kana paakuvakwa fire brigade mapurisa CPU ministry department vese madepartment ose sasa kutsoro pamwe chete kuti izvo toita zvivakwa zviri modern zvine mafloor pamusoro kuitira vanoda kuzodini kuzoita advertiser nemashowroom zvakare poiswa mameasures ekuti moto zvakare vachazotifamba area.
Bulawayo Metropolitan Province is launching a fundraising campaign to combat drug and substance abuse, aiming to raise $280,000 by the end of the month to support local rehabilitation programs. This comes at a time of a nationwide campaign in the fight against drug addiction. Our correspondent Andile Chuma gives us more in the following report.
With a national target of 77 million United States dollars nationwide for anti-drug initiatives, the target is part of the first phase of collective action in addressing the epidemic of drug and substance abuse, which is affecting individuals, families, and communities. In a show of commitment, Bulawayo Metropolitan Province pledged 30,000 United States dollars to the National Fund, which will go towards fighting the menace of drugs and substance abuse.
As Bulawayo Metropolitan Province, it is critical that we do our part to participate and support this plan in the fight against drug and substance abuse. I am glad that a lot of work and achievements have been registered in the province. The Provincial Drug and Substance Abuse Task Force is operational.
Cooperative and collective effort has been emphasized as a key element to achieve a drug and addiction-free society.
The health and well-being of our citizens, particularly the youth, is not only vital for our own ongoing national development agenda, but also guarantees the transformational growth, socio-economic stability, and strength for the sustainability of our nation.
Zimbabwe has received support worth $3.4 million from international partners to advance the clearing of landmines project. The Embassy of Japan and the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, signed a new partnership that will accelerate the removal of landmines in the border towns of the country. More in the following report.
Zimbabwe has been battling inherited landmines since 1980. Currently, the government has facilitated the removal of 96% of landmines. Some of the contamination covers areas along the Mozambican border, with approximately 12 kilometers contaminated and close to the communities. Over the years, significant progress has been registered in the removal of explosives, but the biggest constraint has been funding. The government availed $2 million for this noble cause. However, it fell short of the required amount to complete this task.
Wherein Treasury has set aside $2 million towards the mining operations. Zimbabwe still requires $68.3 million to complete this ambitious demining program. $15.52 million has already been secured from the international donor community, leaving a shortfall of $52.78 million, and we deeply appreciate.
A high-level Zimbabwe interministerial delegation is in Angola on a historic mission to assess and make consultations with Angolan authorities and local communities to facilitate the proper documentation of liberation war grave sites and the potential erection of monuments in honor of the fallen liberation war fighters. The initiative is part of the Second Republic's bold thrust to preserve and honor the legacy of those involved in the liberation struggle beyond Zimbabwe's borders. The visit, which coincides with Zimbabwe's Heroes and Defense Forces commemorations, is part of a broader initiative by the government to visit countries that rendered support during the liberation struggle.
So what happens here, it's not affect only them. It has affected all of us, and it happened suddenly. Our brother and sister, some of them, they went to church. It was very early in the morning at 6 o'clock. And many families died here. Some of them, they are starting here. So when they think that, they feel very deeply and sorry.
Maponya Mall in Klipspruit, Soweto, which was shut down by angry community members following a deadly attack on an e-hailing driver, is now fully operational. Pimville community leader Tabang Molefe said the mall is open and that talks between the management, e-hailing service providers, taxi industry and residents are continuing. Driver Siyandem Togozi Simvelase, 27, was shot and set alight in the vehicle he was traveling in on Wednesday night. Police said a second e-hailing vehicle in the area was also shot at and the car set alight, but the driver escaped. A passerby was also shot and injured. Residents shut down the mall on Thursday and called for the removal of the security company, accusing it of failing to maintain order. That's all we had for you on World in 5. Good afternoon.